far pano of Kumasi Asaroko team no and so aba from kakaba then no de ne hia na and say your ball game no 3 points in the na aka Kumasi and no no on ne mrante no na omopa exactly and so eba ade ema omo na owie ye no and central for abisa ne say samba onel ofa babia obia ese abrante ne de illegal ye boy defenders no so where the central part in dia and so bia ni ho abante ne ball nam zabru ye league no kra eso na o se ono obia ya de no asase kra or convince abrante or convincing so onye den yentie Karimzito on Samba Onea.
Well, I was just using myself as an example that Samba is about to, and I can't stop Samba. But at the end of the day, I said something. If we can do to stop him from leaving, I'll be very happy because I like him as a captain. I like him as a player. I want him. I'm trying to convince him to naturalize so that we see the next line of action. This is the first.
Enti ano Karimzito ano no ose abrante no said obia kan no so ono omanya adwen oso ono kra oye coach ni so ogina edagout ho na ohwe Samba Onel oboba abrante no owa ho fama odokodogo team no na ball na aka so oni bo enti ogina kire no ha abrante na nani agye kra keke on fama ode bo edema aye Kumasi Asante Koroko no se ano kra enti no amo asha ase ni abrante ni din komo or convincing senka ommo onsana dwenanka ommo emfama aye Ghana so dachi bia no zabrante ne na dwenye nanka Ghana ye be frɛ no nko ade anka onsana dwen nanka ono nso enswitche emebo emfa ama aye Ghana na enra ade bi si ewo Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium ebra game ne koso no a section of the Kotoko fans are no more stadium ho na omu ehuru Kwame Poku ebra onya chance bia ose no na yentie after the game no ye near section of the fans ni bi di nkomo enana ye bi so omo reason tia na omo huru kwampoku no yentie omo nso ensem omo di tu da na afei yento dwumade ni so emfa emamo
Yes, you're who more. What's your who more? That be just a form of swearing woman doing some flat at it. Young town woman means some fun tray. And then you support woman passes rubber. Yes, someone swore I'm doing some new day today. Now, come for go away. So, born in for duty. Now, what Mark was any young who they will never got to answer the way in so almost find your mind. Omuni why you that the reason why we are around. Kwame free injury never. So you can't expect him to be as sharp as he used to be. Yaman at time. This is the second game of yes, he squandered some chances. Go show the boy here now. On one of the chances, so that's how it's going to be. I will train Kakanga. He will give his best. And I know that Kwame there. Anytime he's fully fit, he gives his best. Very unfortunate. I know the supporters now there. We don't have to do that. Share Kwampo, you ball against Brekum Chelsea and your man Brian. Since then, on to me ball MIA. I mean, coming from injury there, you should expect these things from the player. At this time, no, we are supposed to, encourage him rather to say, yes, we have the trust in him. I mean, Poko Yenim say, oh no, on any day or a fitter, he does everything for Asante Kotoko.
See, and after the game, a section of the Kotoko fans, and I'm so at your madrin, a beef so abrante no. Time I changing nana omuhuru ni nana chances na obo edugu when na Kotoko ehia win enti nana omu ehuru no ebi nso feel say abrante so pra omo na Brekum Chelsea game no pray what trafia chinti oba na eden a oba rasi kaka nti omo ne supporters no omo yes ade no enya adwen say ombe huru abrante no enti eno ne kakra etodwa awo Kumasi Baba Stadium na young apostles coach ode omo eba stadium ho Abdul Hanan so after the game no on the penalty incident ordinano etumu ebi yentie or say ball no hu penalty anana enye penalty.
Yeah, that's football. That is football. And in football, decisions are made. And when decisions are made, we are sitting far away. We cannot judge. The referee is the final because I could see that there was a little gap. So if there is a little gap, we will leave it to the referee. It's onto his discretion whether he picks penalty or he let it go. So if he decides to pick penalty, that is his discretion. If he let it go, that is his discretion. I'm just appealing to the fans that we all need to understand the game. When you understand the game in the right perspective, it will make you be able to tackle your problems genuinely and objectively. But when we don't understand the game and we really want to get the results through all means, you cannot get the problem, you cannot solve the problems. So we are just urging everybody, look at it at your point of view. But the referees, they have the final.
Okay. The coach at the young apostles and now Umbelusi to Kumase Asante Kotoko on the penalty incident and a coach, you know, as say ono de nyamian Ukraine referee edge penalty no ayana ohunu se eye tumi a de ama referees no eno no mo de ye adwuma awo park no so na ono ba bia na ote no na onye closer to the action na on ben action no a referee na ben na ose de onim ni se ni player no ohun se oso Kotoko player ni mu de ohun se abrante no so mu kaga nche da nyigirigi bia de but ohun touch say or touch the Kotoko player and it is a referee be general discretion so na odi agi penalty on pese obeka wansem bibiri a referee na yedi to me no e di amado hu ye no e na ono nso agi no wie na o say o two supporters for say football no moma etoda ye ntiase se to da bi wo e be koyie to da bi nso ho a enkoyie sa niam we mu no se o te football na se a e ba se ya e ma onkoye niam bi a anu nso ne football abo eye ebra Patolandry I say. So now it's obvious that playing against Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Baba Stadium is either dubious penalty will go against you, the away team, or clear penalty will be denied against Kotoko. But they should remember, when they travel and it happened to them, they shouldn't come and complain about referees. And did I hear Coach Zito saying he's trying to convince Samba O'Neill to switch his nationality? Why don't he use the same way to tell the player to extend their contract to Kumasi for Kumasi Asante Kotoko Patolandry? And this message at the all right. But we and now Kotoko say 2-1. Editia young apostles.
Which in this from the context of Kotoko and getting 3 points, there is no problem because the first agenda na Kotoko dey come match nim so benya 3 points. Oye Kotoko ni bia no nim say Kotoko eko game nim na so pe win. But the how anything ye ball game ni wie and fans ni be say Oboninje regardless of the fact that Kotoko won the game via a late penalty of Samba and Dongani O'Neill. And you ask yourself, say, Adentia. It wasn't a game where now Betty say Kotoko were clinical. It wasn't well controlled from Kotoko. On a Wednesday where you want to entertain your fans, it wasn't like that. But Obisibeka said it was a match Kotoko just needed to win, so that's what mattered most, and I agree. But Sewoshe game na Kotoko boy in its entirety. The bigger problem of Kotoko still looms. Rich, go back and pick your phone. And then look at the last games at Kotoko Abo. ABR, pick it from the last 5 games, especially since the time Abrantia, your friend Albert Amwa Efri clubbing. And look at the goal scorers of Kotoko. We can start from the Karela game boy before the Hearts of Folk one. Rich, when look at the 4 Kotoko goal scorers, Hubert Jewu was one of those goals. Yeah. He scored another one. Seth Kojo is a midfielder. Yeah. Hubert Jewu is a midfielder. Yes, attacking midfielders. For top teams, you want your attacking midfielders to score goals for you. Rich, when you go to the game that Kotoko played against Accra Folk, the solitary goal at Kotoko Sheno was scored by Morifim Donzo, but from a set play, penalty. So you go into the subsequent game at Kotoko Boy, Vision was a 0-0 draw. Kotoko did not score. When they didn't get a penalty, when none of them midfielders stepped up, they didn't score. Again, you go and look at the Diana Stars game Kotoko played. It was Amwa, Lord Amwa. NHS Ago. Defender. Who is a defender? Then you look at the 2 goals that was scored yesterday. 1 midfielder, 1 defender. Before the game, Ubisa said Kotoko goal scoring issues a problem. You see, it is good to always have goals across. Maybe kind of several times. If it's a KF4, it's a good thing to get goals across. But it's also important to get one sure source of goal as the main guy. And Kotoko's main goal threat out in Abetamwa, that has to be replaced.
say pitami do akwa na betimi asori enya goals na moma enye say automatic say number 9. It can be pitami do akwa. It can be any of the other wingers. Say Saka e fit no aba na oboboa. It can be him. It can be Baba Yaya. Say Ene Kwampoku is back and is playing his football. Kwampoku can be the guy that's getting the goals for Kotoko. Senebeya, the goals from Jewu, Seth Kojo, Lord Amo Amoni and the other can be complementary. Into either Kotoko ebo drawer. Yen fancy be a pitami do akwashe goal. Then Seth Kojo's goal can be the winner for them. But if it becomes largely Seth Kojo and the main attackers are not scoring now, so Shani go we are on a day where he doesn't get 2, 3 or 4 goals now, then you're in trouble. Yeah. And it's something that Coach Karim Zito need to look at it. Which when they took the money for Abetamwa, one of the things that we said Kotoko will do is to reinvest the money. January ba. Maybe I don't know Kotoko recruitment plan. Say be a January they will think okay, yeah, the best player in in January. But if that happens, it means that Coach Karim Zito need to sit down and re-strategize because they saw goal so baby.
Striker there's something to be.
Can they get the best striker on the market in January?
What's going on outside?
Outside where? Lower
divisions. Ghana League in the ABA say, baby I do no be torn a cocoa be the amount be difficult. Go outside.
No say no so the ball bedding.
Oh well, you see sometimes coffee. And now outside ni na ni board you at least you bet me and you be cry bia or a free agent.
Which one should and then you for morphine those another one as well. No make us say
you be a free bia na or be on yadi.
There be morphine those who say then just on yadi. But the 9G form. So you need to acclimatize. So you want goes there and then go for another morphine those who bar. After any enchenka crying for penalty boosting the morale. But check. To any penalties when she go. Morphine goes them.
Come on. Say a Kwampoku so free in Dubai no.
Enche.
And to also no say
me I don't like what the fans did to
Kwampoku.
And fans
sometimes they attack us me fans the enya normal and never say normal.
Yeah, me I don't agree.
Sometimes me can control. You see Kwampoku like the last supporter ne kan. Kwampoku pray e bra koto ball brekum Chelsea. What trefiache? Player bia o trefie na o ba we rasi kakra ansa na as time goes on no na ansa se for the man enu ade mo ya Brighton nyamyen mi gwini mo anya ade Kwampoku when na o join Kotoko no ye fit mu nyina mu ndo ayama Kotoko so stop these things yen kase player bi nya ade ama mo nka o betimi aka but to the extent say o be gina stadium o be hura Brighton there come on I mean, Sani Mammy and so. And yes, more and Baba said, Moya Sani Mano. Mogum when was my idea. In fact, Mumpa Crabina, Mumpa Branton, and now, I dear now, Moya Kwampoku. My Nadia crack. Manchester Branton Modono, because Kwampoku, I ye be the Amakotoko. It is said, of free injury, but no game no. Was sense chances are and no quantity mona sendium. Come on. A dear and no more any day. My idea. The penalty incident. Was it a penalty?
It wasn't a penalty, it was too soft.
It was too soft.
Yeah, it wasn't a penalty. It was a regular tackle like Costco box Mudebia. And the player was smart. In fact, the your friend is saying. But defender was very, very smart in making sure that by the time Abulo Babe tough on Obi Janim. So for me it wasn't a penalty. So video, you wait to make a video. Say Ghana Premier League. Yeah, I don't think it was a penalty.
Jeff, me say monfa video into YouTube Nhyira TV na yahwefo na yatifo nsomra na omo emehwe bi. Was it a penalty or na enye penalty? Say after Kotoko na omo ehye young apostles no. Omo abba ayetofo nim say media medical 21 points Pando out of Lions etoso mienu with 21 Adriana etoso miensa 20 and Kotoko etoso and 9 or 119 but Kotoko our one outstanding game at the hwa and also obetimi abonti I know by way of the Ghana Premier League so far after the fan outstanding games are Kotoko Asha Airborne and say Kotoko Abba a top 4 with 19 points with another one outstanding gamer omo ebetimi abo on to go view the movies and penalty. So you see on Kofi anything na sometimes make us say football near bo na bia week bia referee a decision and go in your favor no eya rant no moment so kasa bibiri no and obi tie fe ho and now hihye referees na chi and now person ya robian and now referees nie and now hwan and nsem bibiri no eya atoda moment so eya agree because sometimes all her penalty be na go be a bigidie tiawa eya pa but it's football and I love the I kind of say young apostle coach in the kind or say penalty giano at the discretion of the referee and two on not on bang action no on who send the player no a saw Kotoko player which I did say it was too soft but then say a yes soft and not any soft no at the discretion of the referee on the bench because he is closer to the action. This was the penalty on one side and comes bia referee jaya on any adwin sanka wanyen so a koni ni problem bia. This sometimes yes ramo fans amutie e show yi mumma ni na no yensua bibi mfamfim say a go word the man wa sre onso a ango we anfama no yesu kasa and a referee person CCA and a hwan minimum the conti amekasa minimum say sa penalty we say for example ebia Kotoko no koti a o ma minimum say kana no pay a section of the Kotoko fans be kan and a referee no person robo Kotoko and a hwan and a man for OFL and a on say a goal against a opponent in the yenina na ye kabi so it was a good penalty yentia say referee no me nipa sometimes when you as a referee be shut down say oko games or oko robi obi I don't think so e do hu ye no ane no obeje so no anya dwa ye wo we ye ka no but say dia na sometimes ye calm and bro so and a referee ne person mu gu team and sa ne ma no mama ye ntwa so na mimi lines no mom so mom na mama chama dwen 3220 A3581 A3582 A3583 baby fam baba no am